Alright, hello everybody, this is Demon, coming back for another round of Final Fantasy XIV. So, as you can tell, I'm back to the old outfit. Still prefer this outfit, looks neat. I actually prefer it, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, let's look at everybody. Ilmake is the Fairy Kingdom, and as one might expect, is home to the Fae folk. The most prominent among them are the Pixies, who are a penchant for making mischief. They use powerful illusions to play tricks on all who venture into the domain. By way of an example, they can make a familiar path seem wholly unfamiliar, or lead you to believe you're somewhere you're not. And we are now, I am sorry to say, entirely at their mercy. Well, that ain't good. I better get out of that. Instead, we cannot hope to find the way to Eorzea. For that, we must convince the Pixies to lift the spell. From what I can make of the voices, the creatures want to play with us. If that is the case, they should permit us to find their village. Hydaelyn. Something like that. Come, I have a sneaking suspicion this will lead us directly into the mist. Oh, and should I mention that Minfili has been informed of our situation, of the different worlds, and our mission. Make us her an ally. Actually, I'm gonna go into this real quick. Fix that up. I don't know. I just feel like the other outfit just doesn't match the status quo. Like, if it was more like, as it sits there and forms itself, it's a casual outfit. If I was in a more casual setting and not a more serious one, then this one wouldn't be needed. We're on business. We must always be on business. Like I said, I wish they'd go for like maybe a more maybe actually, you know what? Maybe when we get into 5 point, maybe after we get to the 5.4 update, maybe that's when I'll switch to it. Just right now, it doesn't make any sense. Well, here we are, yet the Pixies are nowhere to be seen. Knowing them, their games have already begun, in which case, hiding, there's a variety of plant native to these parts, but distinctive fertile tip-looking grass is its name, so called, as it can be used to spice Pixies, believe it or not. I'll explain how I know all this later, but first I need you to help me find some. Oh, and if a voice calls you, under no circumstance should you respond, you will only be subject to further mischief. If I remember correctly, the one we want to get is up here. Just try to find what appears to be looking grass, suddenly a voice rings out. Oh, visitor, where are you from, pray tell? Won't let me talk. And perhaps this one's hard of hearing. Ahem, what brings you here? How boring. Still, picking plants at a village is as good as indulging in our hospitality, and who are we to turn you away? Hehe, stay a while, stay forever. What it means to a puppy. Ah, you get beckoned. Only annoying thing in the game, because you get stuck like this, and you can't really run, but if you run straight down to Thancred, which is right here, should have left by the time the cutscenes and everything on. You may have with some trouble, apologies for rejecting into that. Can I assume from your presence that you managed to find some looking grass? Yes. Stuff this odd, we should be able to see through the Pixies' veil of invisibility. Seeing them in the first step of dealing with them. Come, let's gather everyone and put Eorzea's little trick to good use. Okay. Oh, it's good. It's good, OJ.
Farasitha, Krakleath.
That's a lot of pixie things.
No! We're found! How did this mortal know our trick?
Wait! I recognize their souls. These two have been here before.
Look! Twins! How adorable!
Oh!
Lee with us!
Poor
We have neither the time nor inclination to play. We have come to see Eorzeans.
You know, I just came to the conclusion of something as my character sits there in shock. Now, imagine these Pixies, and then imagine, Eorzeans and trying to picture how this would work out. Sorry, he would be telling
Oh,
him
yes,
riddles.
Eorzeans, the peculiar one. In return for a place in Elmeg, he agreed to a riddle contest with us for 7 days and 7 nights without any sleep.
Oh, that was so much fun! We must do it again!
Oh god.
I'm sure he'd be delighted. Now, if you'd be so kind as to lift your spell.
Shall we?
Should we?
Would we?
What now?
Pray.
I don't know, but this is their home, so we must indulge them.
Right, we've made up our minds. We will lift our spell on one condition: that you first lend us a helping hand, or 2, or 3.
Oh god.
Once you've helped solve all of our troubles, we'll let you see Eorzeans, Pixies honor.
Well, there you have it. Pixie chores. I suggest we split up.
Oh, we're all gonna die. Okay. So I talk to this one first. Oh, look at me, look at me. I have a task for you. Lena Laurent is our beloved village, and we would want it to always look lovely. I can't look without flowers blooming. No flowers bloom lovelier than ever blooms. So, here are some Everbloom seeds. Take them and sow them there, here, and there, and everywhere around the village. Simple, yes. Okay. I don't want to die. Thank God my character lacks anything to actually be harassed by these guys with. The first one is, yeah. Although from what I could tell, it seems like they're very interested in Alizé and Alphino. Can't wait for the flowers to bloom. Perhaps it will be make pretty curtains out of them. Those two are screwed, man. They're screwed, man. Really? You can't just run underneath that? That'd be so convenient. Why is there somebody riding on a freaking pig? I was gonna say the other word, but then I caught myself. That'd have been a good word. Strong word. I don't know how many more episodes I want to do today. I think I did, what, 2 or 3 earlier? And I took a bit of a break, played Hoi again. Thought it'd be fun to play the 1930 mod, and I played as Russia. Thank the Lord, these guys finally got wise and got rid of the stupid industrialization thing as It's the most irritating thing when I played that game. Helping us grow flowers, are you? They'll make this house look so much lovelier. There used to be a city of mortals here, a great big bustling place called Velvet and Belvert. Or some such. But the Sentinels came and everyone disappeared. Since then, we Pixies have been living here, and we've given the old houses our touch. Lovely, don't you think? But it was insane when that was going on. I was having fun. I like, it actually has it set to where if you go so far down, you can actually get rid of it. So you can actually play the damn game as anything but the Soviets in the mod. I don't know how the Democrat side looks of it, but I can guarantee you the other is actually kind of fun. Oh wait, did I just go talk to this person now? Oh, I thought I had one more. Oh wait, I did do the other. Oh yeah, that's right. I done sowing the seeds. Thank you. This shall help Laurent live up to its name, which means Flower House, in case you weren't aware. Weren't always here, you know. We used to live deep in the lush forest. It was beautiful beyond compare, but almost as if it was swallowed up by the light. For a while we roamed, but eventually found a place that men had abandoned. Together with our fellow Fey folk, we decided to make it our new home. Land of everlasting spring, this is our home, and it could be yours too, forever and ever and ever. Oh god, no. No, 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 no. Me not stay here. This place dangerous. I die. Yo, Pixies all day. I lose my freaking mind. Oh god. Just 2 things. I'm so hungry I may faint. Fruit, a little fruit will set me alright. Will you go and fetch some for me? South of the village you'll find a hillock. 2 great bale trees grow there. Give them a shake, they should render up their sweet succulent burdens. Oh yeah. Hey look, my goat's mirror. He's back. Oh my god, I wish I could bring that dragon with me here. Make my life so much easier. Although I haven't really decided what I'm going to do in that Hoi game yet. I really want to get back and play it, but I'm like, no, I'm like I've won. I formed a good Russia empire, took all my lands back. Formed a huge puppet group. But I can't call allies into war and it's like broken, so I'm just pissed off all the time when I play it. Oh good, I get to fight a damn crawler. I actually can't tell when it does AoEs. Okay, I can. Dickhead. Bye, friend. You had fun. Although it made me wonder to like play other countries in that game now, because I'm just like, Russia's fun. All these countries are fun. Especially like when it's like glitched to where like I guess the player can like go further ahead down the lines, I guess now, which is really weird. It's like by 1934 or 1935 I had like the one like debilitating like industrial stuff all gone, and I just like I had like by the point I'm in now I have like 200 civs, and I built so many in like regular Russia. It's great. Like no country can fight me, and I'm just using like basic 14-4s and an air force. I haven't even had need to build the tank divisions yet. It's great. Although I did have trouble with Poland at the beginning. That sucked. Then I found the point where they invaded map and I started winning. Alrighty, there's Thancred. He seems like he's having fun. As long as we're in their realm, we must expect to be subjected to Fairy's mischief. Indeed, the Failure and I have experienced more than our fair share of it. The harmless to downright murderous. We've seen it all. Reasons notwithstanding, to live here for as long as Eorzea has requires no small amount of forbearance. In that regard, he's a better man than I. Probably because he has a higher level of patience. But he's probably. I wonder how much stuff he's had to deal with. It's probably entertaining as hell. He's hungry. Need to get the fruit. Oh yeah, Daniel fruit. Oh, thanks, Sheriff. So much you saved me. Hey, you see that saved me from boredom. You should have seen the look on your face when the bugs came down the tree. Hee hee. You've done me a great service, Mark. There's one thing we Pixies are serious about. It's having fun. Dull and painful things. Hate them. Sin Eaters are dull and painful both, so we hate them especially. You mortals try to fight those monstrosities, but there's no fun in that. Best to avoid them altogether, we say. Why? If you don't kill them, if you don't fight them and kill them, they're just gonna multiply and then kick your ass. It's a guarantee. Guarantees, man. I will say I do like the vegetation in this. It's actually really cool. Alright, what do you got for me? Moro, hear my plea. Our precious children are thirsty and you need to bring them water. Who are our children, you ask? Why, they are leaf men you see standing about our village. Adorable, aren't they? Now you'll see, go to Longmere Lake to draw the water. Once you have it, see that our children have a good drenching. Hope you'll be warned. The fourth make their home in the lake, they tend to play rough, so have care. Oh, that sounds entertaining. Okay, I think the easiest route, if I remember right, is to head northeast along the road and then head there. Yeah, looks like it. Pretty neat. I'm not gonna lie. I've been suppressing my itch because every time I come onto this game now, it's like the only few things I've been doing is maybe a couple of the side missions. I started doing some of them around what do you call it? Shadowbringers. Like I've been doing some of them in the locations, but I haven't done too many. That's just so I can start getting stuff done. Hey, look, it's Frog. Got your ass, bitch. Actually, not that hard to kill. I don't think I've gathered enough of the ether currents to be able to, like, you know, fly fast, but I gathered a couple. I was thinking about it, like, at the time, I was like, you know what, I better start collecting these things, because it'd probably be a smart idea. That way, maybe I can start using my YOLO and fly around instead of running around. I think I've never had it, besides the Amaro in Lakeland. That's the only time I've ever had, like, a, chance to, like, see what the map looks like. And it's really weird. I wish I could see what it looks like. Like, at least from the, like, flying above it. This is an area that, like, really interests me. I bet it looks amazing from up above. A couple other areas probably look amazing, too. Gotta run, gotta run. I think the last one's up right next to it, yeah. Okay, that works. At least I can jump with it. Oh, thank the lordy. Alright, last of the water. Oh, yeah. Fun stuff. We have a lot of fruits. Giving our water to our children, thank you ever so much. They're all very dear to us. They wandered in Omega as stray mortals. But we grew attached to them and decided to take them in. You and yours have been our children, would have been our children too, but the enchantment didn't catch as well as we'd hoped. It's never too late, of course. Oh, crap. Oh, that's no good. So these guys were trying to make us into more tree people? Oh, hell no. Okay, yeah, I want out of here. These things are weird. I need to run away. I need to run away very, very fast. They're very evil things. I don't want to deal with them. I guess the tree people bite my shiny metal ass. For the love of God, then I could say we're done. How goes it, Irene? Well, I've watered, fed them, and planted. It's a mix of menial tasks and pranks. Yes, that very much sums up my own experience. I have no troubles worthy of the name. How long are we supposed to keep at this? They're clearly playing with us. Indeed, whenever I inquire about how much more we ask to be done, the answer is ever the same. A little. I doubt they have any intention of releasing us in the near future. Marjorie once told me a story about the Pixies. They're born from the souls of those who died as children, or so it is believed. Though they don't have any memories of the previous lives, the desire to have fun remains imprinted on their souls. And so they live only to play, keeping hapless mortals for their pleasure for years to come, sometimes even until death. In the past, when I sought to identify the true nature of ghosts, I came upon literature examining a similar subject. Soul is likened to a core that resides in the ether. Its presence is what differentiates us from such being as sprites and arcane entities. Upon death, said core ordinarily dissipates alongside the ether that is composed of flesh. However, it may be held together and bound to the corporeal realm, either by the will of its owner or by the means of certain arts. And in the time, the soul may regather ether onto itself to assume another form, find newly emerged life in which to abide. The Pixies may be one such instance of this. Ghosts are merely souls without bodies. What does it make us? I think you've become that which you fear most, brother dearest. Or the Pixies may have come into being. If we leave them to judge when they are satisfied, they will never be satisfied. Nay, we must negotiate new terms with the creatures, but where to begin? It seems to me we have at least one among them to sympathize with us. Of course, for sure, did any of you encounter a Pixie who seemed even faintly amenable to reason? Not during my chores, perhaps. Yeah, I mean, we got fair rule. What, you knew a pixie from before? Yeah. Not only are you acquainted, but you entered into a pact? You might have mentioned this sooner. At any rate, I dare to hope this will offer us a way out. For delay, and summon this veil, if you please. Sure. In chat mode, saying use your keyboard. Yeah, you gotta basically scream this in chat. It's amazing. I hate my life. I have crippling depression. Her veil will be able to help us. Hello, Pixie. Why am I not surprised? There goes two. I suppose it makes sense on a certain level. Come along, I need some of your pixie friend. Okay. Oh my god, it's so bright I can't see. I think it's like what? Right about here? Type in Feo. Oh. Voice ring on your mind. Well, my sapling has finally remembered about her lovely branch. Why, with such a half-heart and coal, she may as well lop me off and cast me aside. I have no sapling. Oh my god. I want to kill myself. Alright, so now you gotta say, please. I don't know why they make you say this, but it gives me cancer. Is that what you're ready of a firm call? So unlock could do it with more fire. And this is where I got cancer from it. I am not repeating any of this. Have fun reading on your own at the bottom left corner of your screen. Wait a minute, what the hell does that say? God damn it, that's in the way. What the hell does that say? I can't read that. Please grant me your succor. In my world, that means two things. I can't imagine what this was like when like 30 or 100 people were standing here doing this.
You're late! I've been waiting for you to summon me ever since you came here. Waiting and waiting and waiting.
I mean, you can't really get that mad. I'm pretty sure the Exarch hasn't called you that much.
But my sapling didn't so much as utter my name. Such a heartless thing she is. Cold and cruel and heartless!
Another self-important little brat. Just what we need.
Reminds me of my childhood.
Ladies and gentlemen, prime comedy. Alf Uno is about to get shot. And what'd I say?
All right, I'm sorry. It was a joke. Honestly, just a joke.
But just now you called for me so earnestly, so fervently. I couldn't possibly stay angry at you. Very well. As your lovely branch, I will lend you my strength.
Oh, that's the funniest. I remember playing through the first time, and when I seen Alphino say that, I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, he's about to get shot.
Well. If it isn't Theo the mold Theo, it's been too long.
Not long enough for you to think of any new games, though, apparently. If I were you, I'd be bored of myself. Now let me make something clear. That mortal is mine. No matter what you do, she will never be yours. Never, never, ever! Oh, not even a bit. But what about the others? Surely we can keep them.
I don't know who this is.
No, you can't keep them either. They're for my amusement and mine alone.
One moment. It's saved.
And if you lay so much as a finger on my sapling, I'll scatter the contents of her bag all over your precious village.
Wait, what? I'm gonna throw my bag.
Cold, hard metal, furry, festering food, stinky, sweaty small clothes, and and all manner of other terrible, unmentionable things. How would you like that, hmm?
So she's gonna grab our bag, throw it. At least throw Alphanos.
All right. But will you not at least let us play with the twins? Just while the others go and see Eorzeans?
Aye, that's all we ask. And we promise we'll play nicely.
It seems we won't be joining you.
Aye! We'll reveal the hidden Vernick to you at once.
Holy crap. And with that, the map's beauty opens up. Look at that.
So this is the true Ilmeg.
How are you feeling?
Better. I think I remember the way now.
Apologies for the delay. Shall we go and see Eorzeans?
Your lovely branch is useful, yes? So whenever you're in trouble, you must remember to make use of me!
She seemed really angry. Right now, I shall be fine. Go and find Eorzeans. Send Eorzeans to my grandtown to live somewhere less annoying next time. I don't know. I just feel like Alize still may want to kill Alphino for that comment. That was still the funniest stuff I ever read. Well, certainly has a way with other pixies. Yeah, she screams at him. If no one has A6, let's be quick. It would be a shame to return only to find they've been made to play one game too many. Now, the place where we seek is abandoned man of a nobleman and scholar of the bookman's shelves. It's called after the fellow's vast collection of tomes and a great little habitat for our friend. I'm sure you'll agree. Follow the path north. We should soon find the place. Come along. I'm switching this to party real quick. Does this just repeat the same thing? Yep, yeah, they do. Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie. First time I played this, and I'm just sitting there, you know, minding my own business, playing the game, having fun, and I just sit there and see Alphino say that. I just went, the poor bastard's about to get shot. It's like I could see Alize turning and probably wanting to smack him. She grabbed him by the damn collar. that was the funniest thing I ever seen. That was good comedy. I wish they would continue with stuff like that. That's what makes me like this DLC so much more. It's like when the banter is good. I love banter. Makes me happy when I read stuff and hear that. It's like it's all comedy and I love it. Oh, what a great looking map. Beautiful. Beautiful. Colors poppin'. Loving it. Although I will say this much, when I went to the dentist, I sat there for a little over half an hour. Wasn't too bad. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful game. I'm glad these guys are able to actually put some good magic into this. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, Realm Reborn, standard games. You know, colors don't look that crazy. You know, standard is an MMO would go. Heaven's Ward, they went for more of a gothic feel, so like a lot more grayish and dark colors. It's acceptable. Stormblood let them flow a little bit with some of the colors. This is just explosions of colors. Can't imagine what this looks like in 4K. In a while, I hope Eorzeans as well. Ah, here we are at long last. I give you Oriange's humble abode. Come, let us see if he's home. Probably. Yes. Oh, it's good, OJ.
Uriange, are you in?
When ain't he?
Unto a world weary of heroes, a hero wends her way. The Exarch did send word that thou wouldst seek me out, but ne'er did I imagine thou wouldst arrive so soon. Full glad am I to see thee once more, my friend, and none the worse for thy travails. Run along, Minfilia. We will meet you outside.
But
Another one for you to imbue, if you'd be so kind. I take it thou hast met with our other comrades already?
I mean, besides your soul, yes. Can't imagine what Y'shtola is doing right now.
That Master Alphino and Mistress Alize now travel in thy company is of great comfort to me. As for the rest, it beginneth in earnest. The hunting of the Light Wardens, and perforce the war with Yulmore. Hark thee then to my words, and through them behold the vision that I did glimpse, that of the 8th Umbral Calamity. As I drifted hither to the first, traversing the boundary twixt reality and potentiality, I did bear witness to events yet to come. There I saw the combined forces of Eorzea and the Far East offering fierce resistance to the legions of Garlemald. So fierce, in fact, that they did begin to push the enemy back. Ilm by painful ilm at first, then Yalm by Yalm, and Malm by Malm in time. Yet the joy they felt was short-lived, for in so doing they did force the Empire's hand. Faced with defeat, the Garleans turned to a weapon most vile. Black Rose. Its potency defied all reckoning. Once released, the gas took on a life of its own, wreaking untold carnage not only in Eorzea, but in the provinces of the Empire besides.
Ooh.
From fighters upon the front lines to babes in their beds, none were spared. And as the casualties became too numerous to count, so did the fabric of civilization begin to unravel. Nor did the land itself escape unscathed, for spreading from the site of its release, Black Rose brought death to the very soil. To survive amidst the chaos and upheaval, men came to live by the sword, the rule of law giving way, inevitably, to the rule of might. Thus was the spark struck and the fire kindled, and swiftly did it spread as a blaze in a field of straw to engulf every corner of the world. Nations worthy of the name did then cease to exist. And those souls brave and true who might have risen to restore order
Taru, Cryo. Thancred, your Stola. Then Alphino, Alize, and then our character. Jesus. Only reason I know is because for whatever reason, the glamour I have on doesn't match what the armor looks like, and I don't know if that's the Crystarium armor I have or not.
Were no more. For the weapon spared not one, not even thee.
I'm assuming that's my character without the glamour. Assuming. It's really weird. Jesus Christ.
An endless age of war, begotten by the blight of Black Rose. Such is the legacy of the 8th Umbral Calamity which I did behold. No matter the cost, we must forestall this tragedy. To that end, I have labored during my sojourn in this world, discovering in so doing the answer to a pressing mystery. That of Black Rose's inexplicable potency. Come. Dost thou recognize yonder chart?
Chart of the elements.
Indeed. 'Tis a rendering of the elemental wheel, such as one might find in classrooms across the source. As the chart maketh plain, our world is composed of 6 elements, in addition to which there exist 2 poles in fundamental opposition. Astral, the active; umbral, the passive. As a reflection of the source, the first naturally compriseth the selfsame forces. Yet, curiously, there is a notable divergence in their nomenclature. To be specific, the denizens of this world employ not the terms astral and umbral. Thus was I moved to inquire what names said forces had been assigned. A simple question which yielded a most unexpected answer. Upon demanding the name of the pole aligned with activity and growth, I was told that as life's myriad colors combine to produce black, the people of the first had called it darkness. At this, did my mind begin to race. Yet 'twas only when I asked what name had been given to the pole aligned with passivity that mine eyes were opened to the truth. Peace and tranquility being as purest white, unmarred by color, I was told it had been given the name of light.
That's umbral light and astral darkness, yes? I'm no etherologist, but it strikes me that the nomenclature of the first is rooted in the generation of the 2 forces, while our own appears to focus on their effects. Which makes one wonder, have we had it backwards all this time?
"'Tis indeed a compelling question, and one which beareth closer examination. Yet what knowledge we already possess sufficeth to explain the chain of events. The phenomenon of etheric thinning observed in the source is the consequence of light, the power of stasis, flowing in from the first to stifle the movement of ether within the land.
Ooh.
And according to Master Alphino, Black Rose slayeth by halting the circulation of ether within living beings. Should such a weapon be unleashed even as the first were rejoined, replete as it is with light,
We would have a disaster of untold proportions on our hands. A calamity.
So the passivity of light would drain the ether and make it passive in the world, in the source. But then you also add Black Rose, which kills it. So, oh, that is bad. It's double negative.
Well, at least we have a better grasp of what we're facing. Our objective, however, remains unchanged.
Yeah, we believe in Jesus.
We are to eliminate the Light Warden of Ilmeg. Speaking of which, were you able to ascertain its whereabouts?
Aye. 'Tis all but certainly ensconced within Leergear, the castle which standeth in the midst of the lake.
Really?
To enter said stronghold, we must needs turn to the Pixies for aid. Fortunately, I have become quite adept at courting their cooperation. Henceforth shall I accompany you, and do all in my power to ensure that my vision doth not come to pass.
I love it when a plan comes together. Alrighty though, guys. Unfortunately though, I do have to end the episode at some point, and I guess this will be where I end this episode here. It's been about 40 minutes. We're pretty good on time. I think this will be my last episode of today. I think if I have time tomorrow, I might. I'm off tomorrow as far as I know, but you know, if I get a morning shift, I got a morning shift. If I don't, I will be playing more of this. I'm going to be having more fun playing this. I really am looking forward to playing this. This is when the game starts to pick up more and I start to enjoy myself that much more. Again, probably going to have slow points where, you know, I die off. Because I always die off at some point. But the further along I get, I know the closer I am to playing part 5.4. So that's really the driving force for me. So please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and come back, ladies and gents. More Final Fantasy XIV, and we'll talk to you around and figure out what to do with the Pixies. See you guys next time. Thanks.